I have planned this one with Mr. Sanjay Dutt. He and I am producing a film together. So that is something I thought.
तो ये साथ में प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं
हाँ, मैंने कहा अभी एक्सक्लूसिव आपको ही बता नहीं है. So yes, his company is producing this film.
How tired are you of hearing being the first or being very rarely a woman producer? बहुत difficult होता होगा कितना.
मैं आपको सच बताऊं, मुझे भी खुद इस वर्ड से भी एलर्जी भी नहीं हो रही है ना मुझे. I'm not even tired. I just feel awkward now because you know what, I seriously feel sometimes that you know while I'm a female producer, I don't get the support from the industry.
Rustom troubled you the most?
Not at
in
all.
Terms of
No, not at all. It was very challenging. But the learning became beautiful because of Akshay sir. Definitely because he was the institution for me.
ऐसा हुआ है that you know a film has exceeded its budget.
I put my hands into Batti Gul Fane Khan, and that is where I think I definitely regret doing those films. Hi, this is Prerna Arora, and you are watching Bollywood Hungama.
Welcome to Bollywood Hungama, guys. My name is Urmin. Producer Prerna Arora is all set to create history by making the biggest pan-India action film with Sanjay Dutt. More on that with herself, Prerna Arora.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
All okay. I'm doing better. So yes, like to what do you say? Post-COVID phases when I have planned this one with Mr. Sanjay Dutt, and I always wanted to work with Sanjay sir. Because being a great fan of his, everybody is, of Munna Bhai and Sanju. So I thought, why not, like right now he's doing a lot of films in the South also, which is highly action-oriented, what we saw of him in KGF. And now I thought that, you know, he and I am producing a film together. So that is something I thought.
तो ये साथ में प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं.
हाँ, मैंने कहा अभी एक्सक्लूसिव आपको ही बता नहीं है. So yes, his company is producing this film, and the script is also totally designed and has been completely in a way manufactured by the emotional thoughts of Sanjay sir himself, because he wanted to do something very particular. He's been working on the script himself, and then when we collaborated to do something together, and this is where this came up, and it's a very emotional film, but high octane drama and action, huge action film this time.
Prerna, आपने दो फिल्मों की बात की, which was Munna Bhai and Sanju, and I love that how as an actor Sanjay Dutt has got such great frame of work. He's managed to do everything. He's so versatile. लेकिन एक्शन के मामले में संजय दत्त का एक अलग ही फील रहा है. I mean, we've all had our own favorite कांटे, वास्तव kind of films that we've enjoyed. What have you loved about his work?
I think for me, I thought Sajan has been my favorite. So I keep on insisting, and till now I've told Sanjay sir that after this, do a film like Bridges of the Madison County, a film, a mature love story. I thought Sajan and the kind of love stories he's done also have been very, very great in his, you know.
May I also take this moment by saying that, you know, being a film producer must not be easy.
Absolutely not.
Ajay, let's start with the cliche. How tired are you of hearing being the first or being very rarely a woman producer? बहुत difficult होता होगा कितना.
मैं आपको सच बताऊं, मुझे भी खुद इस वर्ड से भी एलर्जी भी नहीं हो रही है ना मुझे. I'm not even tired. I just feel awkward now because you know what, I seriously feel sometimes that you know while I'm a female producer, I don't get the support from the industry. There is a great support as a film producer, but you know there's a distinct, what do you say, how do I say, there's a bifurcation. No, there's a bifurcation where as a woman because see, industry has only male producers. We have great talented directors. There are few DOPs, technicians, but as a female producer, there aren't many. So you don't have, I like to say the word cliche word, lobbying नहीं है हम लोग की खुद की. जैसे हम किससे बात करें? आप कोई रात को टाइम है 2 बजे या 3 बजे सुबह का, हमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम है कुछ भी, हम किससे बात करें? You go to anybody is only male. You can call a male guy or a producer. Finally, they are also like you know going home, back home. To their wives, to their children. So, you know, as a female, it's always that hesitation also, because either you can't maintain your dignity then. What happens is, वो भी सोचना पड़ता है कि आप कैसे रात को किसी को अप्रोच कर रहे हैं. आप समझ रहे हो, है तो हम फीमेल ही होता है. थोड़ा सा भी 19-20 हो गया तो सीधा आपके लाइफ में एक अलग, because till now what I have done is maintain myself a lot of conduct, dignity and sophistication. I have not, that's why maybe I'm not that successful. I think अभी तक अगर मैं थोड़ी सी और स्मार्ट होती या थोड़ा सा मुझे वो आता स्मार्टनेस तो अभी शायद हम आगे होते, बट फिर वो बहुत मुश्किल है ऐसे करके. So मेरे लिए वो awkwardness है फीमेल प्रोड्यूसर कि बिल्कुल यहाँ पे कोई है ही नहीं, फीमेल प्रोड्यूसर है ही नहीं एक तरीके से.
पर आपने फिर भी बहुत कमाल के प्रोजेक्ट्स किए हैं, पैडमैन हो,
Because I was determined.
कथा, there's परी, बत्ती गुल मीटर चालू.
जी.
चलिए अच्छे प्रोजेक्ट्स की तो बात हो ही जाती है. Which was the most challenging project for you?
Rustom.
Why?
Yeah, because I was just starting off, and to work with a superstar, mega star like Akshay sir, and a dynamic name of him, even in business, you know, as a producer. So it was for me, I got the biggest film, an opportunity to work, but उस पे आपको कहते हैं ना उतरना, righteous way से काम करना और एकदम खरा उतरना कि right way से आपने करके दिखा दिया merits पे सब कुछ. That was more challenging, just not to invest in a film. It was all about how well you release your film. For me, that is what I've learned from Akshay sir, that how well are you releasing your film, how well is your P&A done, because films तो हम बना सकते हैं, बहुत लोग बनाते हैं, but I still have come across so many people in this industry, few, not too many, जो अभी भी उनको skills ही नहीं पता. सबको लगता है पैसा डालो पिक्चर बना लो, but उसके आगे क्या.
तो as a producer, what is your role like? What's your, अगर हम एक ideal life देखे आपकी, मतलब a day in a
मैं आपको
life.
बात बताती हूँ आज, बिकॉज हम बहुत ही कैंडिडेट बात कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे ना, बहुत हौश पौश हो रहा है इस वर्ड प्रोड्यूसर का. प्रोड्यूसर क्या है यहाँ पर? आधे लोग क्योंकि जब स्टूडियोज जाते हैं काफ़ी प्रोड्यूसर्स, वो उनसे इन्वेस्टमेंट ले लेते हैं, वो भी प्रोड्यूसर है. जो कहानी लेके आते हैं वो भी प्रोड्यूसर है. कौन प्रोड्यूसर है? सो आई डोंट से आई एम अ प्रेजेंटर.
Okay.
That's why basically, of course, you're producing it because producer is the father, mother of a film. But for me, what my role has been is getting the investment, taking the risk. पे गालियाँ भी खाओ, लोगों की सुनो भी, थोड़ी सी उन्हें गलती हो जाए आपसे. तो I think producer मतलब होता है सब कुछ. It's like the father of the house is the producer. So you invest, you make sure that everybody is united in the project. A film is shot well, and there should be no quarrels, fights on the set. Creatively, everybody should be aligned, in sync with each other. And after your film is done, the post of the film happens, then to find buyers, that is the biggest challenge for a producer, because you invest and you need to at least break even, or you need to, like, you know, reach the theaters. So then you go window shop into this few studios which we have here. There's limited studios in this industry right now, and after COVID, trust me, it's become very, very bad.
So Rustom troubled you the most?
Not
in
at all.
Terms of
No, not at all. It was very challenging. But the learning became beautiful because of Akshay sir. Definitely, because he was the institution for me and an academy, and he would just say things in just one word. But I could grasp what he's saying. I could understand what he wanted. So I just knew going back home, मुझे समझ में तो पूरी बात नहीं आती थी, पर मैं घर जाके सोचती थी कि सर ने बोला है ये बात, तो उसका मतलब क्या होगा. तो I had to do my homework and make sure when he called next that the work is done, yes, the work is done. So that way I just became a student in the process of Rustom, and that is where I think a great film happened to me, because there was blinders, there was focus, there was no left, right, center, and there was no fear of anybody. There was Mohan Jadaru, but I was not scared of anybody that time.
Now, finance is definitely very tricky, and as a producer, you have to balance everyone around you. मतलब आप ही खड़ी हैं बीच में. कब ऐसा हुआ है that you know a film has exceeded its budget, and how have you managed to deal with it?
Well, all the films are important to me, but yes, post Pari, the kind of films I got into, really I got into a super mess because of not being, first of all, getting too many films. I think there was overconfidence, there was arrogance of not listening at a point when you really see the peak of success for me. It happened because just was every film for me became a blockbuster. After Rustom, Toilette Prem Katha came, and then Pari happened and Padman happened. So it was all around. But after that, when I put my hands into Fane Khan and I put my hands into Batti Gul Fane Khan, and that is where I think I definitely regret doing those films. Even creatively. Even I think that was something where there was no attention given to it, and there was things, the budgets like you said were all like haywire. So I don't think so that was a very great experience. So overall, everything, the whole mess in my life only happened because of these two films.
So if you could go back in time, you wouldn't have taken up those
projects? Definitely not. I think if I stopped after Pari, which even Akshay sir told me to just focus and concentrate on what you have. You got what people don't really have, but what was happening is out of greed. ओ ये भी ले लो, वो भी करना है, ये भी करना है. जब आपको चारों तरफ से वो माहौल मिलता है ना of appreciation that everybody wants to work with you in the biggest names, so then you just kind of get overwhelmed, and वहाँ पे गलतियाँ होती है लाइफ में. तो now going back to where I am calling Sanjay sir's film as my Rustom again, because I want to finish one film at a time.
Yeah.
But right now I will not say one, there are two films.
There are two. Tell us the second one.
There's a film called Aikido.
Okay.
That's a Japanese form of self-defense. A word Aikido comes from there. And it's a thriller, which I will definitely want. This is for an OTT platform.
Okay.
Will I produce, and Sanjay sir's film is going to be for the Pan India.
That is lovely.
Yeah. Yes.
So, ye bataya that how did you get into film?
I don't know. I just really don't know the answer. But I just thought that I wanted to be in a profession where I could gain respect.
Okay.
And gain power. Where I didn't want to, I wanted to, of course your parents want you to be a doctor or some, take up a very good profession, but I think I was not very interested in studies, wasn't. And filmmaking for me, it came in, I think it was inborn. It was like something you just knew that I could do it. And I just thought it's very difficult, but I believed in this road. There's a poem called Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. So this is where I got influenced maybe कि अब life में कुछ अलग करना चाहिए, और ये है कि आपको मुझे सहयोग भी मिला, सपोर्ट भी मिला, भगवान का मिला, किस्मत का मिला, तो मुझे मिल गया वो.
पर कभी आप खुद नहीं रहना चाहती थी, like in front of the camera? Was that ever your aspiration?
No, there were definitely opportunities right in the beginning when you were in college and all, but I think that is when you have talent inside you. I'm an introvert by nature, a shy person, so I could understand that no, I'm not good at this, I'm good at making films. That is something where I will be comfortable doing. So always choose a profession where you think you're very comfortable doing it, not for the heck of it.
Every profession teaches you something that you can take back home. As a film producer, what is this one thing that you've learned that you use in your day-to-day life?
Not to trust people on face value at all. Not at all. And especially as a female, because you're soft. Females are soft, they're kind-hearted. So I'm male. I think men out here are very, very good. Rather very supportive, thoroughly professional, but at the same time, when it comes to business, it's butcher business. It's very ruthless, and there's no consideration. There's nothing called kindness in your business anymore. That is where I think emotions को घर पे रख के आपको काम करना चाहिए. अब ज़्यादा सादगी से, ज़्यादा अच्छाई से, अपने upbringing, अपने values. I think all this little influence from my family has kind of made me a wacko at that time, because I became a person more like a student. Now I have gone back to correctly answering your question is now you be a businesswoman. Talk straight, say yes or no. That's it. No pleasing game anymore. Do you find it
hard to voice your opinion because you're a woman?
Very, very, yes. Definitely. Very hard. And if people don't even take you seriously, they'll just mock at you. Even you try to be somebody here, they're not interested. Who's interested? You tell me. Nobody's interested. We only like to talk about controversies, or just like, now today's glamour has taken over the entire industry. So people are only looking forward to watching content with a lot of glamour. I would like not use the other word here, but it's all about, watching women in a different way here. So voicing your opinion over them, against them also will make you in a bad, spotlight will be wrongly taken up. So I don't think so.
Speaking about some of your amazing projects, let's talk about what memories you have with a film like Padman.
Padman, of course, was when I got the film, I was shocked that Akshay sir was actually going to himself portray as it was based on true story, and selling pads for women, sanitary napkins, but he really was so involved in the whole process.
Yeah.
And Twinkle Ji, of course, she wrote the story herself, and it was I was sure that we'll have a national award for the film. Luckily, in my case, Rustom, Toilet and Padman got national awards. So that best memories for us at working with Akshay sir was a memory all the time, because there's only happiness around him, and professionalism, where I learned a lot, and taking, I think her moment वहाँ पे was a golden moment which I miss a lot right now.
What about Pari?
Pari again was Anushka, a very good actress.
Who herself is a producer too.
Yes, and such a great producer, such a good person. And Anushka, the kind of person she is, she's rare, she's unique. She's not, in one of those कि typical नहीं है, वो बिल्कुल अलग थी and thorough professional थी. तो ये चारों फिल्म जो मैंने आपको बताया, why they were successful, because all of these factors around me, they themselves were very, very professional people who cared a lot about their own films. So even Anushka, for her, Pari she didn't want to look good. She wanted to play the character. Lovely. And we all know what Pari was all about. I think that's one of a gem of a film which I've made. I'm proud of it.
Coming back to the pan-India biggest action film that has Sanjay Dutt in it, ये बताया that is there a tagline that is going to be the biggest action-packed film?
Because we're planning it in a way, because see, in today's time, when you look at cinema, now people and audience want to only watch something very, very magnificent in theaters. To bring audience in theaters right now is not that easy anymore, because OTT has given audience another, an opening, a comfortable opening where everybody is glued to OTT. And everything is available there. So, and the best of cinema is available on OTT. So when you watch something in theater, well, you are right now looking at all the South films. You see the kind of photography, the kind of the work which they are bringing in. So now they already have set a benchmark out there. So when I say a pan-India action film, will have to be at par to that, because otherwise it will not be accepted. Because what are we watching? Hollywood? Look at the supreme quality of work they're doing. Similarly, now when we are doing something, the Sanjay sir and I is producing it. So now whatever we are going to do is going to be 3D. There'll be different kind of factors. We'll be also wanting to release it in Japan, Korea, Chinese, every language. South में तो अभी आपको पता है सब जगह dubbing हो रही है, सारी languages में film हो रही है. तो yes, the expansion has to be huge, and the cinema, the content has to be very big now.
As a producer, how exciting is it to work on OTT projects?
Well, I haven't. This will be my first time, the thriller, the second one for me. So I'm excited because.
You want to tell us about the cast a little?
Okay, the thriller we have. I don't want to reveal the cast too soon, but yes, we have Shivan Narang. He's playing the protagonist there. Sujitra Krishnamurthy is going to be there playing a cop, and it's a thriller. And then we'll have actors like Jimmy So, and there'll be Arbaz Khan, and there'll be another actress, and it's a very different kind of thriller. But yes, I can be very sure of the fact that this is going to be a very different thriller, because when I make content, I've been spoken for my content because I have really said something and I've proved it at the box office.
Okay.
So I'm not talking because I know the content what's happening right now, but ये अलग film जरूर बना रहे thriller, which even a OTT platform will be proud of.
Do you give yourself that time कि in a year you want to only produce so many number of films, or are you?
नहीं, अब तो बहुत clear हो गया है, like एक साल में एक ही picture और 2 साल में 2 ही picture. I don't want to, like, what I went on this spree of making films, I think I grabbed a lot of attention there, and a lot of jealousy came in, and a lot of problems came in my life, that okay, how she even that successful and how she does it. I was doing nothing. I was only working hard 24/7. मैं कुछ अलग नहीं करी थी, but I think that has got me also in trouble, because sometimes being successful also is not digested well. People don't take that well also for a woman. So I think right now I want to be low profile. That's why I'm keeping myself very, very calm, and though I sometimes get very excited, कि बोल दो, बता दो, but nowadays I say no, cool down.
Who troubles you the most, Prerna, on sets? Is it the actors or the cast and crew? Who troubles you the most?
Directors.
Is there a director you would never want to work with again?
No, I can't say that's on record. No, I really can't.
अब इतना कुछ कह दिया है तो मैंने सोचा पूछ ही लेते हैं.
मैंने नाम किसी का नहीं लिया है. मैंने कहा तो बहुत कुछ है अपने एक्सपीरियंस से. नाम नहीं लिया. No, can't really give out names. But yes, there are few people I really don't want to work with them ever in my life.
Okay.
No.
Who are the directors you definitely want to work with?
There's so many directors. Raj and DK is somebody I want to really work with right now. I kind of know Raj very well, and I knew him before Stree also. I always had faith in him. So there are a lot of directors right now. And I think the new directors and new age directors are somebody I'm looking forward to work with, because I've always worked with new directors. I've never been after names. जो मिल जाता है मैं उसी को अच्छा बना लेती हूँ. Because see, इतना हमें luxury तो नहीं है कि हमें आ जाके today if I want to go and meet Mr. Raju Rani and he do a film, because they are already well equipped. They don't need producers. सभी खुद ही producers बन गए यहाँ पर. Also, it's not that easy. या तो destiny plays a huge role in your life because it's etched in stone. Then something great happens in life. Otherwise, for me, I want to work with new people.
Okay.
I've always have worked with all new directors. Even Rustom had a new director. Toilet had a new director. Padman was, of course, Balki sir. And otherwise, also all new directors.
Can you tell us the lowest budget film that you worked on?
I think Funny Khan was 35-40 crores. So that was the lowest. Because Rustom to Toilet and Padman, they were all 100 crores each film in the making. So I think lowest was Funny Khan.
All right.
Hi, this is Prerna Arora, and you are watching Bollywood Hungama.